I've got a third of an acre just north of Goldendale, Washington. This is Miles McLaughlin here with Wilco Land. What we do is we buy and sell raw land, offer cash discounts for cash buyers. We offer seller financing terms, and we're trying to buy unique and epic property over here. So I'm going to dive right into this. In this video, I'm going to talk about FAQs and go over a lot of common questions people ask about. We do offer more of a self-service model, so I'm going to go over how you can go visit the property on your own and what I know about it. So again, aerial imagery, we can see the property here. I actually have some good aerial imagery I want to show you guys real quick before I jump into how to access it. So let's take a peek here. So you can see, this is not a perfect science, but you can see what the neighbors are doing. That gives you an indication of what folks are doing on these type of properties. Is it approved with the county? That's a different question, right? So our property is somewhere in here. I believe that you can see the road coming through. There's some snow when our photographer got out there. People are in their RVs. People have, their kind of own thing going on back there. It's a pretty private little area. It's within the Yakima Nation. To be clear, this is private ownership. So you own the deed, you own the property. Nobody can take it from you. There's a lot of private land ownership that exists within a reservation boundaries, right? So let me kind of jump into the location, and I just wanted to give you a bird's eye view there. And let me jump into the location here on a map. So to give you a better look at where we're at, we're just south of Yakima, just north of Goldendale, pretty close to the Columbia River. And then like White Salmon and Hood River. This area is like really cool around here. So in the gorge, and yeah, it's a popular area. This is a great spot for maybe an RV, maybe some sort of, some structure that doesn't require a permit, storage, stuff like that. It's a good, we have it priced as a recreational property, essentially. There's got some creek running along there. We saw that in the aerial imagery. I'm going to pull the property up on Onyx Maps. This is my favorite app to use for land viewings. I've got a blog on the blog page about how to use it. So you can see all these other properties here. Like I said, you've got, somebody here. What does this say? I'm assuming this person's on well and septic, meaning that there's a high likelihood this property would pass a perk test. Again, nobody's going through the development process. So we sell raw, undeveloped, vacant lands, and it's priced that way, right? If we had gone through the perk test and put a septic in and well and all that good stuff, you'd be paying $75,000, right? And so it'd be a different story. You can see some of the adjacent ownership is reservation. Otherwise, it's private land ownership here. And you can see this road comes right along the property. There's some good open space here for immediate camping, RV, recreational use. And like I said, it's pretty private back here, tucked in the trees. You're one of the last lots. None of the neighbors are using their properties, it appears. It's really just these folks kind of doing their thing on these lots. I think there's somebody else down here that's got something going on here. On a lot. I see some power lines. So yeah, that's what we're looking at. Access is going to be right off. We can see the access point is right off the highway here, right here. So you're going to be accessing it here and coming in this way. See that here. So this is a platted easement. Then you've got the creek. This is all, again, reservation or tribal land. So we can see that here. So again, there's private ownership within, this guy owns a private 20 acre within the reservation. So you can see some of that stuff. I really recommend Onyx. You can see the property lines here. See, like when you're walking the property, your phone will show you that. We bought the property, I think is Jay Watt here is who we bought it from. So yep. So it's a second to last property with this nice open space and that tree line tucked in back here. People have been asking, I've got a couple questions about a flood zone. We can see it's really not in a flood zone. This is a GIS map. This isn't perfect. There's disclaimers on this stuff. I would consider this more of a flood zone. I really don't see the threat that poses on this side. Like I said, this is a nice usable area on the property here. I don't see any threat of water over here. So again, pretty close to that creek, but again, it is, it's outside of the flood zone, the majority of the property. That's kind of the property in a nutshell. I can get on Google Street Views and I can show you what it looks like too here. If I were to drop some street views here, this is what we're looking at. You can see how private it is off the road here for folks that own land back there. You really can't, you do have a lot of privacy for being off Highway 97, just really a lot of privacy back there. And it heads into, like I said, some world-class recreation down to the south here. Along the Columbia River. So A good property. I like this one a lot. These recreational properties sell pretty well here at Wilco. So, give us a call if you have questions. I do have some more photos and videos from the photographer in this folder. If you are interested in using that. Not a lot of restrictions around something here. The property is really recreational of nature. And then, there is the access off that main Highway 97 there. So that's all I've got on this property. Give us a call. I do have other land investments in Natchez or Washington and some other stuff in Oregon if you're interested. Here on Wilco land, our number is 605-299-5553. Thanks for tuning in.